In Gotham, obviously.
Where's that?
New Jersey.
God, I don't know what the fuck a carburetor is.
What do you mean crispy and
What
gross?
do you mean crispy and gross?
I don't like crispy egg.
You know, I think it's been a while since we've had a bit that actually returns.
It has been a long, long time.
You know, Jackson's Beer Corner was here for a little bit. Noah's Seltzer Review, and Noah's Horror Movie Corner.
Mm-hmm.
Dan doing the cider bit. It's been a while since we've had a returning bit. We've just been bad for a while.
It sucks that we never got any better than the old days, you know?
Well,
You know, that's fair, though.
the great thing is, though, now we can be better. As Classy OTA continues, maybe in classy in name only. I don't know how we're going to class this specific episode up, but I will try.
We'll figure it out.
But today, we're not going to start classy. We're going to start with straight ass or straight gas part 2. All right, I'm pretty stoked. I got the selection today. So for any new listeners that are unfamiliar, the concept is that an idea is presented by the bit's host, and the other two contestants here have to say whether it's straight ass or straight gas. No middle ground is tolerated. You can elaborate yourselves if you want to. However, I can't say anything. I can just put out the words that make people fight. So who's ready to go?
I am 100% ready to engage only the frat boy part of my brain for this bit.
Yep. Same.
All right. Up first, we have vanity plates.
What the fuck
Ass.
is that?
Ass.
Vanity plates are
What
when
is
you
that?
change the letters on your license plate and give
so
a
I can say
custom
like
message.
Swimbo?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's straight gas.
Ass, 100%. I think they could have been gas, but now I feel like all the ones I see are problematic.
What? I can't. I'm sorry. I'm not allowed to. I
Yes.
apologize. I'm not allowed to elaborate on that.
Yeah, no, straight gas. Can make it say Squimbo.
Squimbo.
You can make it say Squimbo. That is true.
All right. Up next, we got IPAs.
Straight ass.
Yeah, I'm definitely in the straight ass camp on this one.
Doesn't
right.
taste that good. Took over too much of the craft beer scene.
True.
All right. Next up, we got applesauce.
Straight gas.
Gas. No question.
So good.
Applesauce? I feel like applesauce is slept on as an adult.
Yeah, people are scared to eat applesauce over the age of like 9.
Yeah,
and then
right?
under the age of 70.
And they're wrong.
Now, this isn't an elaboration. I'm just curious. Are you guys chunky or smooth fans?
Ew, smooth, please.
I don't know. I'll just eat applesauce.
Now if I can ask, you know those little what do you even call them? The little mini like pocket size. They look like fucking Kool-Aid like juice things.
Oh, the applesauce pouches are
Yeah.
straight ass.
What?
It's just
Why?
a worse way to consume applesauce that creates 10 times more waste and is absolutely pointless.
That I'll give you, but
Just buy a
convenient.
larger container.
Convenience, my friend. Sometimes I just want. I don't want to grab a spoon, or I'm walking somewhere, or I'm out and about. Great choice. Anyway,
Which way, Western man? Spoon or plastic bag?
plastic bag.
I just get the big container applesauce and then portion it out.
You can just drink that with a straw, by the way, Dan. Just throwing it out there.
Oh.
Get yourself a McDonald's straw.
I would like to not do that. That sounds like a bad time.
That's so
Taco
good.
Bell, straight ass or straight gas?
gas.
Yeah, straight gas.
I'm glad to hear that. Gamer chairs.
Straight ass.
I like mine. I'm gonna say gas. I'm gonna say straight gas. And I don't feel like I need to elaborate either, because I think it depends on what you like out of your chair.
Fried eggs.
Straight gas.
I don't like. Gas. Fine. I don't like them very much. There are superior ways to make an egg than just throw it in a pan and fry it. It gets all crispy and gross. Ugh.
What do you mean crispy and
What
gross?
do you mean crispy and gross?
I don't like crispy egg.
What
My
are you what are
guy.
you doing to an egg that makes it so crispy? What?
Oh, I love
Okay.
How hard-
no, mine is because I love
How
crispy egg.
How fried are you frying that motherfucker? Just enough to let it cook.
Have
don't
we
like-
it
ever
doesn't
talked
get that crispy
about
at all.
like shallow frying your eggs in like oil? Like you get
No.
a pan of really hot oil going and then you crack an egg into it. You have to be really careful because apparently it can't explode, but I've never had that happen. So I'm still going to be dangerous with it. No?
No.
It is really good.
It's so good. All right. Up next, Catholic architecture.
Actually, Catholic Church ass. Catholic architecture kind of fucks though. I'm gonna say
I
gas.
didn't ask about the Catholic Church. I asked about Catholic churches.
I'm sorry, Noah. I'm trying to make engaging
This
content.
guy
Shit.
elaborated on the game ass or gas. Get him.
We are allowed to elaborate. He's not allowed to ask us to elaborate. Don't
I
come
guess
in.
gas.
I hate all of you.
So it's gas from both of you?
Yeah,
Nice. All right. Tapioca.
straight gas.
Hell
Yeah, straight gas. I'm down for tapioca.
I feel like there's a lot of hate toward tapioca because some people think of it as the worst pudding, and I think that they're wrong. So I'm really glad that we're like all of the same mind here.
If you think tapioca pudding is the worst pudding, it's because you have the brain of someone who is an idiot, and that
Mhm.
means you're dumb.
Yep, agreed.
That's true. What about
Fact.
frogs? Ass or gas?
Fraud
Gas.
or frog?
Frog. Frogs.
Yes, that's straight
Gas.
gas.
Oh, gas. Yeah, 100%. I saw a turtle today outside in my lawn. I haven't seen like just a wild turtle in a very long time. That was wild. I may have really wanted to be its friend.
I feel like that would have gone poorly for both of them.
Right?
Speaking of fraud, shoplifting.
Straight gas.
Yeah, I gotta say it's pretty. Shoplifting's pretty great.
Nice. We're the People's Podcast. Boba tea.
Gas.
Straight gas.
Gas. Not even a question.
No, you put tapioca on here twice, kinda.
Yeah, you
I
kind of did.
did. They had been right next to each other. It was originally Frog's tapioca boba tea, and I'm like, I gotta shuffle this. So, on the subject of boba tea, Wegmans started selling canned bubble tea with tapioca
Ew.
pearls, and it's actually quite good.
Okay, I'll trust you on that.
I
It does
mean-
not sound like it would be good. I won't lie to you.
It's probably the best boba you can get in Erie, honestly.
I mean, he said it. He didn't have to say it, but he said it.
It's a little sweet, but it's still very good. They have melon, they have taro, they have brown sugar, and they have something else. And so far, they're all good.
All right then.
All right. Grizzly bears.
Straight gas.
Gas. Yeah. I don't see a world in which grizzly bears aren't great. Like I don't understand.
What about? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say the sheer concept that grizzly bears would eat anything other than gas is vaguely offensive, frankly.
Okay. Seltzer water.
I mean, you know how I feel about this. Ass.
Noah. Straight gas.
I don't like spicy water and never will, and that's okay.
No, it's not. I'm sorry. I'm not allowed to elaborate. I apologize. Didn't mean to
No
break
one's
the rule
bad at
there.
this. Jesus.
Let's see. Electric violin.
Huh.
Are you familiar?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I am,
Does
actually.
it just sound like a normal violin?
I'm half a moment.
I think they look cool as shit, like 100% of the time.
Jackson, this is an electric violin. It's like the skeleton of a violin.
Does it sound like a normal violin?
Just like,
Oh, then it's gas.
It's a violin.
Then it's gas.
I'm sure
Yeah,
there is a
violin's gas.
difference, but like as somebody who doesn't listen to that much of either, it sounds like a violin.
So gas. All right.
Gas.
Yeah, gas.
Let's see. Dubstep.
Straight ass.
Ooh. I'm gonna say straight ass, but only for dubstep specifically, and not dubstep, the larger like boomer thing that people call like all electronica, if that makes sense.
So dubstep.
No,
Ass.
Dubstep ass, but again, dubstep specifically, not dubstep all electronica.
Okay. Rotating fans. And by rotating, I do mean oscillating. I just couldn't think of the word when I wrote my note.
That's straight gas. No, I'm really glad that you just looked at things in the room.
I am also getting that
No.
vibe. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's not what happened.
I can't. No, I know. I had a frog that he saw this morning. He was like, "Oh, hold on, I got this."
No, the frog was not seen. Noah had looked at the things around him in his room and then also inserted some animals.
It's not true. But it's really
oscillating
close.
fans. I'll say gas. They're fine. This is whatever.
I can't believe you were. Okay. Electrical tape.
Oh, straight gas.
Gas, not even question. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's just a useful tape.
The French Open.
What the fuck is the French Open? Ass.
I
Damn.
don't believe in the French or opening. What is the French Open?
Like a golf thing? It sounds like
Oh,
complete
it's
ass.
tennis. Ass.
Ass. If I haven't heard of it, it's probably not that cool.
Okay. Indoor fireplace.
Straight gas.
Gas, yeah.
I prefer wood
Again, Noah
myself.
just looked at things in his room.
I don't have a
What do you mean-
fireplace, Dan.
what do you mean you prefer wood? What do you think an indoor fireplace is?
Yeah, what are
a
you talking
joke.
about?
You said straight gas, and instead of a gas
Oh my
fireplace, get it?
god. Okay.
I thought you were trying to
I'm
imply that an indoor fireplace didn't burn wood. And
I
was
also
like, I
thought
guess
that
some
was
of
what
them
it was
don't.
for a second, and I was definitely very confused and deeply concerned.
I'm sorry that my jokes are too enlightened and sometimes zing right way up high.
Thanks for all you do.
No problem. Final one. Final question of the day. Really crusty bread, straight ass or straight gas?
Crusty
That's-
bread.
Yeah, it's gas.
Like, are we talking like a ciabatta? I don't know what that means.
I know I'm not allowed to
crusty
elaborate,
bread?
but what the fuck do you mean a ciabatta's a crusty bread?
Crust.
All bread has crust. Ciabatta has really thin crust.
Dan looking at a fucking loaf of Wonder Bread. Damn, look at all the crust on that bread.
I think of crusty bread as being like a very hard crust. So ciabatta is what came to
Ciabatta
mind.
doesn't have a hard crust.
Am I thinking of a different role? I'm pretty sure I'm thinking of ciabatta.
Maybe. It's like maybe a little firm, but it's not like you couldn't like tap a utensil on it and have it bounce. So,
Okay. I feel like ciabatta has a pretty hefty crust to it. I disagree. It's not thick, but it's like hard.
Dan has baby teeth.
That is true. I'm gonna say ass. I don't need that much crust on my bread. If I want crust, I will. If I want things to be crunchy, I will toast them.
All right. Well, there it is. Thank you for attending this week's game of straight ass or straight gas.
This is one of the best worst things we've ever done. I gotta tell you.
Hey,
I love it so
tune in
much.
again next week where Dan is going to have himself a list and we get to vote on his list.
Yep, I'm excited. At least I'll know how to play the game and not just keep giving my opinion every couple seconds. Got him.
Oh, I'm sorry that you thought ciabatta bread has a crust. A big
Listen,
crusty
it does
crust.
have a crust.
Yes, it has a crust. Oh, anyway.
Like
You
it.
know what kind of bread I don't like?
What kind of bread do you not like?
I think it's garbage, and I don't know why everyone but me in the universe loves it. And I've had it like a dozen times, and it's always been like either mid or just actually bad. It's focaccia bread.
You
I
don't
think
like
it's
focaccia?
stupid. No, I've never had it be good, and I've had it like 10 times, and people are like, "Oh my god, it's so amazing when you have it." I'm like, "Wow, it's like I'm eating a loaf of salt."
I'm gonna say that isn't that the one that is that the one that's crunchy? Like it's like a full.
Sometimes.
It's like a
So it's
hard bread.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think it can be, but it a lot of times it's like toasted,
Okay.
but I don't like it.
I don't know when the last time I had it was, so I don't feel qualified to give an opinion.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture of focaccia, Dan, so you can
I'm
know if you.
I'm
if
looking
you
at it
have
right now.
Oh, you
but
are?
I don't
Oh,
know if
tight.
I've had it.
It's like the people's favorite, and I don't like it at all.
I literally, the funny thing is that I literally just bought stuff to make focaccia, like today.
I hope you enjoy it.
Oh, I'm probably gonna. I don't know. I like an herby bread, and the fact that this is just like a bread that's like, yeah, you get bread and then you punch a bunch of herbs and tomatoes and olive oil onto it and some pesto maybe, and then you go. I don't know. I'm excited.
No, I mean, it seems like it would be good, but every time I have it, the biggest problem is it's always way too salty.
I think the issue is probably because so many of the toppings are salty, and then you sprinkle salt on the top, and then like the dough has salt. It's like there's a bunch of salt involved, but like if you're putting like olives on your focaccia, you got to tone back the salt on the top, you know? Like there's very much a thing that's just too much salt.
Yeah, it's like eating a soft pretzel. You're like, man, this would be so good if you didn't put too much salt on it.
That's
Man,
true.
that's the thing that I hate about soft pretzels. There's enough salt that it burns my mouth, and I just don't like
Yeah,
it.
I knock off like half of it, and I'm like, now this is a good time.
I like to knock off almost all of it and then just dip it in salty cheese instead. And I'm like, this is
It's a good idea. I definitely knock off a good 60-70%, because it's just like, look, I don't want heart disease, and I don't get why you think I do. Pretzel place.
Dan, would you like to weigh in on this?
No, I have no opinions on pretzels.
That's for the best.
I do think soft pretzels should be made more available. Like, who the fuck decided a soft pretzel is like a mall thing?
Well, not just
Why?
a mall thing. It's also a a sporting events thing.
Yeah, exactly. Why does it have to be confined to those situations? I like it. I should just be able to be like, soft pretzel today, and then have soft pretzels. The frozen ones you can get aren't that bad, but like
It's still not the
people
same.
just, yeah, I think there needs to be a little more love for soft pretzels. That's why I'm a big fan of Culver's, the fast food place. They got soft pretzel bites. That's huge.
I don't know what place this is, but I believe you.
It's a fast food place that has soft pretzel bites.
Oh, okay, cool. Neat.
Yeah. Sonic does too, I think.
I think
Sonic the
so.
Hedgehog?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have like a pretzel twist.
Mm.
Sonic Drive-In pretzel twist. Yeah, there it is. The list of a pretzel.
I know. I'm a bit of a pretzel head. I know where they're at.
Dude,
sniff 'em out.
you can ask for it without pretzel? Or well, you can. You can, but more
I think
importantly,
that's
you can
called
ask
just
for it
not
without
ordering
salt.
it.
Yeah, so if you go on their website, I guess you can order it. But what's on it? Tap to remove ingredients, and there's pretzel salt, cheese sauce packet, and pretzel twist, and you can click on pretzel twist, but then it's like you can't remove this. Oh, and you can't remove the cheese either. You can get it without salt, and that's your only option. Okay.
I'm glad you can't get it without pretzel.
That's honestly for the best. I mean, I'm sure you've seen those McDonald's orders where people are like, "Oh, let me get my custom burger," but you end up just ordering like a slice of cheese.
Yeah. Oh no, I had people that would do that when I used to work at McDonald's. They'd be like, "Can I get like a grilled cheese?"
Yeah.
And then the answer is like no, but the answer is like, I suppose you could just get a piece of cheese on like a toasted bun, and it'll be kind of like melty. And then other people were like, "That sounds good." No, it doesn't. Why do you think that doesn't sound good? But all right, have a cheese bun.
We
Cheese bun.
at one point we had grilled cheese like lightly available at Chick-fil-A, and because of us doing that once when we had a totally different toasting system so that you actually could toast a cheese, we would make them for people that ordered it, but then
You say but I don't know what you mean
Yeah,
by
I don't.
toast
I
a
gotta be
cheese.
honest.
Okay, so
I'm a little lost in the whole
we
cheese
had
toasting.
flat grill. We had like a little flat grill because the chicken salad sandwiches got toasted at time of delivery, right? You'd pop them on real quick and you could make a grilled cheese on that. But then we got rid of that grill. But we still had a different flat grill. But the flat grill was where we made our grilled chicken. So really we shouldn't be putting bread on that because the grilled chicken is the gluten-free option,
Got it. Okay.
But some numbskull was just like, well, we offered it in the past, so it's not like we could really take it away. You know what I mean? So you just got to make sure that you still make that, okay? You got to keep making that. And then we got a new grill that had like, it was a grill and not a flat top grill that had a lid. And it's like, well, we can't make it anymore. It crushes the cheese out and it gets the cheese stuck to the grill because it's a automatic mechanical grill. We can't like make it close less and it would just crush it. And I finally managed to get them to stop at that point.
A flat top grill is awesome.
I very much agree. I want one in my house.
I feel like it's not worth it to have in your house, just mostly because of like the amount you have to like
Clean it?
I guess the amount of time and money that goes into heating it up and keeping it hot. And then like the cleaning process, and it's just like just have a gas burner and a skillet.
That's fair.
But I love a good flat top grill. There are so many options that you can do on a flat top that you can't do on so many other things. And it's weird when people try and sell like charcoal grilling as like
An alternative.
vastly superior to a flat top.
Yeah.
When it's like, I get it if you maybe prefer like the taste of the charcoal grill or you want something like charred, but like a flat top is still like really cool too. It's not like it's one or the other. They're both really fun ways to cook things.
So Michelle and I got, because we don't have a flat top, obviously, or room to put it one anywhere. We got it's literally like it's almost like just the flat top of the grill to stick right on top of our stove.
Mm-hmm.
And it rocks. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's been great. Huge fan of flat tops.
Yeah, they're just fun. It's just a good way to cook like everything.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything that is worse for being on a flat top. Well, I don't know. I think there's very few things that are worse for being on a flat top, but like I don't think anything that goes on a flat top, You know, I'm gonna stop talking. My brain is not working today. I'm done. I'm going to bed. Good night.
Yeah, because I think like pancakes on a flat top,
Yes.
so satisfying.
Yes.
So good.
Pancakes, eggs. It's the only good way to make a good cheesesteak.
Yeah, really, you can't make a cheesesteak in a pan.
No.
Yeah, you can try.
You can try, but you're committing
Yeah,
crimes.
I think you can try. You just have to do it in like pieces. You can't do it all at once.
But the whole I feel like the fun you gotta have the little I know it's just a spatula, but I'm sure it has a specific name for it.
The big flat choppy spatula.
The big long flat, yeah, the flat boy.
The choppa.
Yeah,
I
what
do
the
love
fuck are those
those.
called?
Choppa.
I
Big,
don't know.
flat,
They're just like grilling spatulas.
Choppy spatula.
I
That
bet
sure
if
is what it
I-
is. What is this called? It's a griddle. It's a griddle spatula.
Yep.
Yeah, griddle spatulas.
I love these things.
Yeah, they're great.
I remember I bought one because I'm like, I want one of these things because it's going to be super useful and I want to have a nice kitchen, like pro kitchen quality thing that I can use. It is too big for any of my pans.
Oh, buddy.
However, you can use it to pull things out of the oven, which I haven't done yet because I always forget to, but I still have it and it works great for my grill. So like, you know, small victories.
Yeah, I got a propane grill.
I need a grill at some point.
Propane.
I also got one of those like propane tables, like the ones that have like it's a little fire pit table.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, it's like it's a table, but at the center of it is like a fire. Like it's a propane based like little ring, and you turn it on, you light it, and it like has a little flame in the middle of the table. So it's like you can sit around it at nighttime when it's like a little chilly out, and it's like it gives you some warmth. You can like cook things over it as long as you're careful because you don't really want to like drop stuff onto like the propane burner and just like make a huge mess. You have to clean up later.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun. It's cool. It's
I
a
think
nice time.
I think Michelle's dad might have one of those.
Yeah, they're not super expensive. I mean, you can easily get one for under $100. I think the one I got was like 80.
Makes sense.
And yeah, it's nice. You just sit around it, have a little flame. It doesn't like burn through propane super fast, so it doesn't like.
So you can let it hang out for a while.
Yeah, it'll last for a while.
Interesting. I want a grill now. Like we technically have like ones at the complex that we live at, but like
Is it a shared grill?
it's not. It's a shared grill, and like no, you know.
I mean, if you heat it up and then you clean it, it's fine. You know, like fire cleanses all, as we know.
As we know,
But
I'd rather not. You know.
I mean, I don't know because I'd be using those shitty like community grills at parks.
Ugh.
the people's
I think
grill.
when I think I would have been more okay with it if I grilled more. Like if I was more confident in my grilling abilities, I think I'd be more okay with it.
Yeah, I'll straight up go to the park and throw some charcoal in one of those bad boys, let it burn as hot as you can for a little bit, scrape as much of it off as you can, and then toss some bergs on there. It's great.
As long as you have like a nice, I don't know, like get yourself a nice like wire brush to give it a good scraping.
Yeah, it's 500 degrees. It might be a little grody, but it's not gonna make you sick.
Yeah.
You guys ever work on cars at all?
Not even a little bit.
Every now and then. I've popped by my parents to change my oil before, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah, because recently Mari needed to get her brakes changed, and that's pretty pricey if you don't do it yourself.
Yeah,
But if you do it yourself, it's only kind of pricey.
that's true.
So, and by do it yourself, I mean have me do it, which is fine. I offered. So yesterday, my dad and I changed Mari's brakes,
Nice.
and that was, I don't know, fine. It's not like fun, but some level on a level, working on cars and like mechanic work is like really fun to me.
No, I think that's extremely
get it.
valid.
It's, you know, it's one of those jobs where it feels like it feels rewarding because there's measurable progress happening and you get dirty while you do it.
Yeah, and it's also like it's like a big old mechanical puzzle that you can like take to the store.
Yeah. And it's something that not everyone can do either. Like, not
Mhm.
for nothing. It's a valuable skill. Like,
Yeah, true. Especially if you're like doing engine work and like stuff requires much more knowledge and much more time.
exactly, yeah. Like, it's like if it's an oil change or like, you know, changing a tire, it's one thing. But like, yeah, no, anything that like, I think anything that is even if not necessarily difficult or something like insanely special or whatever, but like knowledge of how to do it that not everyone has, there's a satisfaction there.
Hmm.
I agree.
I do pretty firmly believe that like everyone should be able to change a tire though.
Oh,
Mhm.
100%.
That's like my most boomer take. Cause like I'm always surprised when people don't. And it's fine. Like it's not like a shame on you for not knowing, but like it's kind of like how I feel when I find out people are like kind of like older and don't know how to swim. I'm like, you should. It isn't that hard to learn, and it can really save you either your life or a lot of time or a lot of money.
And it's fun.
Yeah, changing a tire is not all bad.
Mhm.
No, well, I meant swimming, but yeah, that too.
Oh, swimming's fun. Yeah, yeah. It's like it's really it's, and I understand if you're like, well, I don't know how, and that's fine. You don't have to learn, but
No.
I'd strongly recommend it, especially if you have a car. Like,
Yeah, I think it's one of those
you're
like
gonna probably get a flat tire.
I think it's one of those things where it doesn't. It's not like it's going to ruin your day if you can't change a tire, but like it's almost like well you
Actually-
own it. You own it. Why don't you know how to do it? Like you know what I mean? Like it's one of those things.
And like it really can ruin your day if you don't know how to change a tire.
I
Because
mean,
you have to get like a tow truck or a mechanic to come out, and that'll take a lot longer. That'll take like 2 hours out of your day, and maybe an extra $100.
that's true.
If I had to like wait 2 hours for nothing
Anything.
and then pay $100, that would kind of ruin my day a little bit.
That's fair.
Yeah,
That's
honestly.
valid.
Yeah,
Like
I think
I'd
it's-
bounce back.
It just
That'd be
it reminds me
alright.
of like the cooking thing where it's like, hey, everyone should know how to cook, everyone should know how to change a tire. If you don't know how, because maybe you were never in the situation, maybe your parents didn't teach you, something like that. Then it's understandable, but like I don't understand the people that also will, when the opportunity presents itself, not learn how. Like example, a friend of mine a little while ago, their tire went flat on them and they gave me a call and they're like, hey, so we have AAA, but like if they don't show up within the next like 30 minutes, can you come
We're
help us
legally
out
allowed
with
to
this?
leave.
And so yeah, I mean, if AAA hadn't shown up, I was gonna go help them change a tire, but they weren't gonna just like stand back and be like, oh, thank you for changing the tire. Like the plan was watch me change the tire so that they wouldn't have to call anyone for help again,
Yeah.
And like I can't
Especially
imagine
'cause,
not
like-
having that mindset about it.
Yeah. It's also like I think a lot of people are maybe intimidated by the idea, but genuinely it's really easy.
Yeah.
It is.
It is just unscrewing the bolts or like the lug nuts and then taking it off, putting one on, and jacking up the car, obviously,
Mhm.
which is probably the trickiest part.
Yeah, and honestly, the trickiest part of that is just don't put it on the plastic.
Yeah, God, don't put. But even if you're just changing a tire and you get the jack wrong and it slips or something, you're going to be a lot safer than if you're under the hood doing something and the jack slips.
Exactly.
Still means you should know what you're doing and get it right, but there's more wiggle room in a tire change than there is, if you're like, I don't know, realigning a carburetor or whatever you do with those things.
Yeah.
Jackson knows cars. He knows how carburetors work.
God, I don't know what the fuck a carburetor is.
It's the part that
Um,
makes the car go burr.
Oh, the carburetor. That makes
I
sense.
hate you. I hate you.
Wait, then what's up, dog?
Oh, not much. What's up with you? Ho, 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 ho.
Don't like you're
I've
somehow
been-
being like oppressed here. Like it's
I've
somehow
been on a
you're.
bit of an up dog kick.
I really enjoy. There's a TikTok going around of this guy doing essentially like every single one in succession, and it's a gift. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
I just really like up dog because it's really funny, especially because just bringing it up is the joke.
Yeah, exactly.
Earlier, when I was closing at work today, my coworker had put on some like a playlist had like Billy Joel on it. An Uptown Girl played. And I walked out like a minute later and I was like, what if the song was called Up Dog Girl? Like Up Dog.
Yeah.
And that itself is the joke
Yeah,
now.
there's
It's
n-
not about like getting them to respond because they
Mhm.
know the joke. And you're just like, God, why would they bring it up?
Mm-hmm.
Just walking up and like, what if it was Up Dog Girl?
I really, 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 really like the kind of almost counter meme of like somebody intentionally dodging it and just through tears. Nothing much. What's up with you? Like that, like the doubling down on the bet, even though everyone has already moved on from it, kind of thing. 10 out of 10.
I always like if someone ever says like Up Dog or Bofa or Ligma to me, I'm like, what's up, dog?
Nah.
And then they're like, I love playing into the bit
It's a good bit to play into.
because it's not a gotcha anymore. If you know the bit and you're just like, you know what, let's do it. Let's
Yeah.
do the thing.
Yeah.
Then it's then you're not getting, no one's getting got, and you're just having a good time.
Yeah, there's just something fun about like doing that. My coworker does a lot of ligmas at me. Yesterday he's like, "Oh man, you better get out from under there." And you know, I don't know how to break this to you, but I was just standing. I wasn't doing anything, so I, you know, you make aggressive eye contact and you just go underwear, and everybody laughs and it's a good time because it's honestly the funniest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
just
classic
like, come
comedy.
on. Like, just have a laugh. And the people who are like unwilling to do it, like, are you so proud that you can't say up dog? Is this really how you live your life every day? You're allowed to do like you're allowed to live your life like that, but that sucks.
Yeah,
Dog.
that's really sad.
Like, just be fun. Genuinely, Joker moment. Why so serious?
Yeah.
Just have fun.
I'm not world's #1 Joker fan.
Mm-hmm.
It is known. But like, genuinely, I would also ask Batman why so serious. Because
Yeah.
he's being kind of weird about it all.
Yeah.
He's being a little weird.
Like he is like a grown ass man in a bat costume, and he's never like, yeah, I know, it's a little weird. He never plays it. He's always like, yes, I'm here to kill you. I'm vengeance. Like, all right, dude, you are being a little too serious. The Joker is right.
Yeah. Listen, the Joker and the Riddler, that's all they want. They just want to engage, you know? They want that engagement. And Batman's
it's
not
just
willing
like,
to give it
okay,
to him.
Batman, I get it. Okay, fine. Why
I really
so
think-
serious, Batman?
Yeah,
No, well,
you're Batman.
Don't mock me. Don't mock my problems. I'm vengeance.
You should be mocked a little bit.
I think Batman, we should get into the habit of bullying Batman, like as a society. I think we should be at that point.
I mean, he's not real.
It is pretty hard to
Did
bully
you,
him
did
that
you
way.
know? Yeah, I heard that they're not going to do a crossover between the Joker and Batman unless it's in a movie because they're not real. That's what my mom said.
I don't think that's true. I think your mom might be wrong. Your mom just doesn't want you to go see Batman. That's what it is.
Wait, really?
Mm-hmm.
Where is he?
In Gotham, obviously.
Oh, where's that?
New Jersey, fun fact. It's Jersey City. I'm pretty sure.
Giblet, what do you think about that? Giblet, you're getting neutered tomorrow. What do you think about that? Yeah?
Giblet's suspiciously silent on this topic.
He's just getting petted right now.
Really makes you
He's getting
think.
scratched. What do you think? Oh, he's coming around. He's coming around. Come on. Oh, you know you're going to the window? Okay.
Going
My
to the
window's
wall?
open, so he's gonna... No, just the window.
Oh, okay.
Wait, are you coming over here? Would you like to... Come on. Come see your piece. Oh, I gotta lean my chair back real quick. Come on. What do you think on the matter, Giblet? You're getting neutered tomorrow. This is your last appearance on the podcast before you get neutered. What do you think?
Base Giblet?
He's not saying anything. He's just getting petted.
Damn.
Damn, that's crazy.
Shockingly silent in these trying times.
He doesn't even know. Oh, he took one of my headphones out. Giblet, this is a really good point. I'm really glad you came on as a guest today.
Thank you, Giblet.
Giblet, ass or gas? The vet. Giblet, ass or gas? Squeeze treats. That's such a good point. He loves squeeze treats.
Honestly, I could tell. You know? I'm sure Dan could too.
Huh?
I'm getting scratched real good right now. Scratch. You guys, this cat is real nice.
I miss having a cat.
I also miss having a cat.
Got two.
Mm.
We've been talking about getting a dog recently, so that might end up happening. That might be
That'd be
an
very
arc
exciting.
of OTA. Is
Well, are you able to where you're at?
Well, that's the question. We're not allowed to get a cat because the landlord said I really don't want to have to clean up from cat allergens. But he said that since they already had a dog, he doesn't really give a shit if we have a dog.
Oh.
So
What
like,
kind of dog would you get?
Pity.
Should get one with swag.
He do be having swag. The specific dog, we do have one in mind, in fact, which makes it easier.
That also means that you're
Is it-
like much closer to like actually getting a dog than just, oh, we're thinking about getting a dog.
Yeah, there's actually almost a time frame in line, and we really need to talk to our landlord about it, and we really need to like dog proof the house. But we're not gonna.
You're
think
not stressed
that right
about it,
now.
obviously, though.
No, not at all. We got 4 months, 3 months ish.
Oh, is it like a baby?
Yep. Nope. He's a grown ass boy. I'll tell you more about it later.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like I'm always a fan of. I mean, I'm always a fan of like pet adoption and rescuing,
Mhm.
and like most 90% because I just don't want to deal with like a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't want like a child dog. And honestly, my hottest take is that I think that adult dogs and adult cats are cuter than puppies and kittens.
Hmm.
I just
Okay.
don't think puppies and kittens are cuter. I think they're cute. I just don't think that they're like more cute.
That is a
Okay.
take. I don't. Hmm.
It's like why live your life convinced that your animal peaked when it was like 7 days old?
Maybe it's just like a different kind of cute, if I may.
I think there are different kinds of cute, but if I had to pick one of the kinds of cute, I pick the adult one.
You know,
Old
I
dogs are honestly like really, really cute to me.
I gotta be honest, on like the pit bull front, pit bull babies, okay, little puppy pit bull, that's fine. Big dumb adult pit bull that looks like he's smiling all the time and then bumps his head into things because he forgets that he's full size. That's fucking adorable.
That's cute. I like this is 100% a me thing, but I've always thought that pit bulls were like growing up. I also thought they were kind of like boring because they were like the default dog.
Mm-hmm.
But then I realized that they weren't the default dog for like 90% of people.
I'm gonna say, I feel like Goldens are the default dog in my mind anyway.
No, when you're a millionaire,
I mean,
I thought
that shit's expensive as hell.
it was chocolate lab was the default dog.
I think it is actually like a golden retriever lab type dog, but like my family we always had like pit bulls and or pit bull mixes, so it was just like, oh yeah, like they're like to me like as an adult I wouldn't really want to get one because I'm like, I've had like 6,
Mm-hmm.
and like they've all been good, but like to me I'm like let's try something new, but then like. Yeah, I realized that most people that is not the case. That's really a me thing.
that is definitely a you thing.
Yeah, and I think it's because my mom just really loves pit bulls.
Valid. I mean, pit bulls
like-
are great.
Yeah, they're really fun, and like all the ones we ever had, like they were always really great, and they're really good with kids too.
Nice.
And then like so when we were kids, they were like a good option. But it also like I didn't realize that people still think pit bulls are like a scary dog.
Mm-hmm.
Like it would probably like within the last year, I had someone who's like an acquaintance of mine, not like a close friend or anything, be like, "Oh, I would never get a pit bull. They're so scary and dangerous." And I was like, What? In 2022?"
I think that when it comes to dog breeds, people have a lot of like preconceived notions in general. Because I think that there's the old phrase of no bad dogs, only bad owners kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that like people still don't really believe that for the most part.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that people were going around about, like, oh, pit bulls. I mean, there's no bad dogs, only bad owners. But if a pit bull bites you, its jaw locks, and you have to kill the dog to get it to not bite you anymore. Like,
That
you do
is
know
insane.
that was a thing. People like
I've never
heavily
heard that in
talked
my
about.
life. That's
You
insane.
never heard that?
Why would they say that?
Yeah, people
That
used to
doesn't
say
make-
pit
why-
bull's jaw is locked, and
Wait, so like if they like are playing with a toy, they're stuck forever and die? That's
see,
like what they
you are
genuinely think.
indeed poking some pretty hefty holes in that.
If they chew on a bone like for a snack, their jaw locks and they die.
I was when I
No.
speaking of,
No, it's different.
Why would people believe that?
It's different.
speaking of like dog treats and dog toys and whatnot, there are also a shocking number of things that people after I got or as I was getting Amelia or just before or whatever were like, hey, by the way, I know this is like a very normal thing. Don't do that. One of them being bones. Apparently, it's really not good depending on what kind of dog you have because the bones can shatter and turn into shards and fuck up their guts.
Oh yeah, no, you need to make sure that if you give them bones, they have to be the right kind. Chicken bones are too fragile, so you're not supposed to ever give them chicken.
Never bird bones.
Mm-hmm. No bird bone.
A good hearty beef bone filled with marrow. That's a good snack. But it's also like bones are a supervised thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least like a your home. Like it's
Yeah.
it's not like a just leave around.
Yeah.
I guess for some dogs and for some dog species it probably is fine. I think it definitely depends on the breed. I think but for a general rule. Plus if you leave a dog with a bone, they're just that's the thing I don't get about dogs that I've like really love about cats. Is like dogs they will just fucking kill themselves.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's insane. Why would they do that?
Little assholes.
Like, well, that's the thing with the dog. You put something down and they'll be like, I will eat a whole bunch of glass. Why the fuck would you do that? Like that's the problem with one of like Mari's like bull mastiffs is it'll just eat tinfoil and glass and garbage, and you're like, why would you do that? Giblet won't even eat beef if it's like cooked too much. Like why
I
are
love it
dogs
so
so
much.
fucking dumb? Like they'll just be like, I'll die.
Cats all
Why?
fucking die.
Especially if you're like they're fed, they have enough food, and then they'll just keep eating until they die. Why? Why would you do that?
Little dumbasses.
I guess I just like I like the cats that can just leave their food out, and they'll eat it until they're not hungry, and then they'll leave it, and then they'll come back and eat it later.
And that'll be that.
And that's that. Like, you fill up the food dishes and you check on them at the end of the day and usually refill them in the morning. It's not like dogs, you gotta like be like, all right, well, here you do this or you'll fucking just kill yourself for some reason. That's scary to me.
The thing that I always found interesting is like how much. So, and obviously not at all true, whatever. Like, I understand that's not like a hard and fast rule. I feel like dogs have a lot more variance in their personality than cats do.
I think kind of. But
Like,
I think that's also because breeds of dogs are more known
that's-
to the average person than breeds of cats.
That's fair. That's very valid. I don't know, because I'm just thinking like the baseline, like air quotes baseline dog, baseline cat. Like I definitely think that the dog's gonna end up having like more variance in their personalities. I don't know. Yeah,
I don't know if I believe that.
I don't know if I do either.
I don't know that
but-
I don't know that I believe it. I'm the one saying it. I'm just like, in my experience, I guess would be the best way to say that. So far in my life, that seems to be the case.
I think it's also heavily because if you go to, the kennel right now, there's going to be like 9 different kinds of dogs and genuinely maybe 3 kinds of cats. Probably just 2.
Mhm.
And they're just going to be short hair, long hair.
Wait, there are no other types of cats. That's all. Those are the only cats.
There are other types of cats, but those are like the American short hair and then like a domestic long hair of some sort are going to be the only 2 types of cats you're going to find available in most places. That's just because cats breeds aren't as important, I think, to cat owners as dog breeds are to dog owners.
I think it's very fair.
I think dog breed people who are like all about like dog breeds are fucking weird.
Yeah.
I get it if you have likes and dislikes and things but there are some people that I've interacted with before that would like genuinely talk about like a mixed dog in like a derogatory way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've had that.
It's
What the fuck are you
insane.
talking about? They're little creatures. Like, why are you being a eugenicist? Like, what part of like, oh, it's not a purebred, like, I don't know, border collie. It's partly a Sheltie, so it's a fucking mutt. And they say it in a way like they say it like they're trying to like say a slur. You're like, why are you being dog Hitler? There is no need for that. Like,
Yeah,
it's
absolutely right.
like, yeah, and then they'll also talk about some breeds as if they're not worth having or keeping around or owning.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why? Again, you're genuinely being a dog eugenicist, and that's so weird. They're just little fellas.
They're just little guys.
They're just little guys. I get it. Maybe you don't like a bull terrier too much, but who cares if Walter's having a big day? Like, I don't get it.
Who's Walter?
Walter,
Fair enough.
the bull terrier.
You know what? That is on me. I asked the question. I should have expected that answer.
It's his name. There was like a meme for a little while where it was just like, for whatever reason, people referred to all bull terriers as Walter. And I mean, there was like one in particular that was actually named Walter, and then people started just like seeing all of them
That's
and just calling them
amazing.
all Walter. I mean, it was a pretty famous image of like this bull terrier straight up looking like he had absolutely 0 ears and absolutely 0 brain cells.
Same.
Like, he's a normal dog. He doesn't have anything wrong with him. But this is the image, like, for whatever reason, like the angle and the way his face is, his ears are literally invisible, and he looks like a snake.
I love him.
Anyway, yeah, that's Walter.
What a good dude.
He's happy.
I never knew that.
Yeah, he's just.
I love Walter.
That's his name. His name's Walter.
I mean, I guess I could just Google like dog with no ears, and yeah, dog with no ears meme. There he is.
I mean, he do have ears.
He do have ears, but I guess I probably could have found
But
him that way. But like,
The picture is just not. It doesn't do. I like bull terriers actually. I think they're one of those breeds that a lot of people think are like really ugly, and I kind of get it. but they looked like big old like sewer rats.
I just like how
In like
some dogs look
friendly
like they
way.
got too much skin, and the bull terrier looks like he don't have enough skin.
yeah, they didn't give them enough.
And
Like
there's just something cute about that.
they got a big old sniffer too.
They just be sniffing. I love
Their
love
nose,
dogs.
their nose to body ratio is insane. Gotta be one of the like they got a straight up horse face. It's incredible. They genuinely have like the muzzle of like an ungulate. It's impressive. Like that, if you were to like crop the nose onto a cow or like a goat, I would be like, yeah,
That tracks. Yeah. Oh,
Love
that's
'em.
very good.
I'm Walter pilled for sure.
Incredibly Walter.
It
Pill.
shows.
Oh, you say it like it's a bad
I don't
thing,
know, what are
Dan.
you?
I know. I said.
Yeah,
it
what are
sh-
your guys' favorite breeds of dogs?
Here's what.
Yeah, you gotta pick one. One like what's your number one draft pick?
I love a big dog. I'm a big fan of like a husky, and I just wish that I could live like somewhere where it's cold enough regularly to have a husky.
I mean, honestly, you could have a husky around here.
I was
would
gonna
be, like,
say
a
you're in.
good.
Yeah, you probably could.
We are in a good region for it.
Well,
Not like a perfect.
Well, yeah,
But
it's
honestly,
like summer
kinda.
gets so hot though, and that's gonna be bad for the dog.
Not bad enough that it's because the heat isn't long and you can keep them inside. But like having a husky, like when I lived in like Texas, people would just have huskies.
Yeah,
and
that's
like,
fucking
fucked up.
animal like abuse. That's
Yeah, but like
insanely
having a
cruel.
husky in Pennsylvania, where like in one of the 10 snowiest cities in the world, I
Yeah.
think it's it's definitely excusable.
Yeah.
Because like really, nowhere in the world is cold enough all year for them to be having a good time, unless you're talking like the Arctic Circle. Because even Alaska gets like 85-ish and plus degrees in the summer.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm also a cold weather and big dog feller. That's why I'm a Newfoundland guy. I've said it before.
Oh yeah, big Newfie fan.
Yeah, they're just like grown ass men.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's the dog the size of a whole person.
What's it looks like a fucking husky, but it's not.
A Malamute?
Yeah, Malamute. Fucking love Malamutes.
I like
What's-
when people have like
Look at that
wolf
dude.
dogs, because people who have wolf dogs are never normal.
Correct.
Yeah.
I know
I-
that you and I know.
I like the Malamutes that are pure white. They look like gigantic white teddy bears, and I love them.
I like a Great Pyrenees too.
They are pretty
They're
great.
just like they're just like a fluffy. They're basically just like a white Newfoundland that's a little bit smaller.
I feel like 50% of people with wolf dogs are the same people that wear like wolf shirts, you know? Because I know a lot
Yeah.
of people with a wolf dog that they're normal. You know, they're fine. They're just people. But I also know one guy who used to breed huskies, and he is wolf shirt personified. So like,
Oh no, I'm not talking like wolf-like dogs. I'm talking the people who actually get like a dog that is part wolf, like
the hybrids.
actually like hybrid. Yeah,
okay.
those guys. They don't give me wolf shirt energy, but they're all like, oh, you have a really really bad view on masculinity, don't you?
Mhm,
Yeah. That is the energy they always put out.
Yeah.
I think. Well, I mean, what's the biggest dog? Is the Great Dane, right?
I think so.
We'll look it up. I think that's like the biggest, like
English Mastiffs are the biggest, apparently.
for the biggest dog breed.
That's what the internet says.
I guess it might. Maybe that's by weight.
Maybe that would make sense.
Because I mean, a Great Dane is like actually scary tall,
Yeah.
but I don't know that they're as dense as a Mastiff.
I remember I had a guy who was just like, "Oh yeah, the biggest dog in the world, the Irish Wolfhound. You could almost ride it, and I want one." Because he was gonna,
Was
you
it
know,
me?
No, it was a different guy.
Because I gotta be
And
honest,
he was-
wolfhounds are pretty fucking great.
He was just talking about how he was gonna train it to be like this psycho attack dog and be like real cool about it.
Oh, gross.
you
Never
know.
mind. That's no fun.
Yeah, no.
Irish Wolfhound, according to this random site that I found, Irish Wolfhounds are the tallest breed recognized by the American Kennel Club.
What's the tallest one? What's like the tallest like underground lab dog you can get?
I love black Russian
Well,
Terriers.
yeah, well, I guess they're a
Oh my
taller
gosh, they're
secret dog.
adorable.
What is it?
A Russian Terrier.
Another Russian Terrier. Oh, look at him.
I don't know. There's a guy that comes in to my work pretty often. He is like an older, I think, Irish guy, and he has like an Irish wolfhound. It looks like an Irish wolfhound like doodle. If that like I don't
Mhm.
know. It might just be an Irish wolfhound that's really curly, but it's got like real curly hair, like curlier than normal. So it might be like some kind of breed. But he always gives the dog a biscotti, and it's really cute. And today we were out, and the dog like literally like turned around and wouldn't look at me.
Nice.
Irish wolfhounds are like kind of scary looking dogs. Like I like them. Not
Well,
like
this one wouldn't look at me today, so
that is pretty scary.
he was just like upset about the biscotti thing, and I just like I don't know what do you want me to say. I don't have any dog.
I think my favorite dog is always going to be a border collie. I just have a really big soft spot for like just real smart dogs, and like some of the shit you see them do on like farms and stuff blow my mind, and I love it.
Yeah, I used to my dairy farmer friend when I was a kid had border collies. They were always up to, not up to no good, but they were always up to something. Unless they had the direct task to be done, they were causing issues.
That makes sense. I enjoy dogs that they look so like scrungly and abandoned. Like they look like
I
a
like a
bad
good scrungle.
taxidermy.
I mean, Irish wolfhounds look like a bad taxidermy.
They do.
Like, what if we just invented a dog that has like the most fucked up, worst coat imaginable? Yeah, I'd like to make that a thing. You know what? Name it after the country. We're so proud of this motherfucker. We love this weird hair guy so much. I do too.
No. They're fun. They're fun dogs. It's just like, hey, buddy, you look like shit. Complimentary.
And I got a sunburn on the top of my head.
That's no good.
Yeah, the bald guy problems are really setting in.
Rip. Is this one of those moments where it's like, damn, it's finally happened. It's time. You're gonna shave your head.
No, I just got sunburn on my head.
Oh, fair enough. You never know. Someday you'll hit the point and be like, I don't want to be the guy with the sunburned spot. I'm gonna get the sunburned head entirely.
Yeah, I'll survive. What other choice do I have?
Not survive, I guess, but I hope you
I
opt to
suppose.
survive.
Just evaporate from the sunburn. I don't know. I've never really like had much of a problem with sunburn.
Mm-hmm.
I get one a year. I get one sunburn a year.
I always get like 4 or 5 probably, but like they never like hurt too much. I'm always like, I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get one at the beginning of the summer, and that's it. Never more. I am too quick to tan. You guys, I'm exhausted. I gotta tell you, I feel like I'm losing the
I hit
thread
my
here
head.
really quickly.
I got a concussion yesterday or whatever.
Yeah, not ideal.
How you doing on that, by the way? How's that situation?
I don't know. What are you gonna do about it? It's fine.
It's a concussion, Dan, not a thing he wants to talk about. It's a very personal problem.
Well, even if it wasn't, what am I gonna do? Be like, I don't know. No use complaining. No use complaining about things.
That's exactly what I expect you to. I expect you to be like,
I only complain about like people who don't know how to swim.
Mm.
Not my own problems ever.
Never
Just
mind. No,
yeah.
that'd be ridiculous.
All right, well, that's a wrap.
Yep.
Is it?
Yeah, it could be. Thanks for listening this week.
We are. Oh, okay.
We can rap. You got a concussion.
Oh, wait, we're
Dan's
gonna
tired?
freestyle. We're gonna freestyle.
Boom, boom, boom.
I'm on the floor like carpet.
What the fuck?
Jesus, what is the show?